Elvis X here, welcoming you back to EXCAST, a show where we air our grievances, thoughts, and overall, just discuss topics that we deem interesting here at Empire X. And Evo is upon us, which, if you're a fighting game fan like myself, is definitely like our Christmas. So, I'm here to give my predictions and wish list for Evo, even though I doubt any of these, well, some of these might come true. Who knows? We shall see. And as far as the lack of uploads, I'll address that real quick. My headset has been completely busted, as has my mic. In fact, yeah, I won't be getting my new mic until sometime soon. Hopefully uploads will be returning to normal after that point, but I have to make this video now on a busted thing because, well, it'd be too late if I waited till tomorrow or whenever, since Evo officially starts tomorrow at the time of this. Yep, dating this shit, man. But regardless, let's get started. Now, normally I would talk about Street Fighter, but of course the news got leaked, because that's what happens. Capcom can't keep their mouths shut. Street Fighter V announced E-Honda, Lucia, who I thought was a DMC character at first. Turns out they're from Final Fight. Yeah, I know. The ultimate troll move if it was from DMC. But yeah, E-Honda, Lucia, and Poison were all announced for SF5, launching Sunday for everybody to purchase them then. And Capcom, please do not let this be it. I do not want this to just be it. Otherwise, that'll just be another whimper for SF5. Everyone's reaction from what I've seen online, all the comments, even Maximilian dude, who is someone I follow, I know, but stated his, I guess, disappointment, as it were, about this too. We wanted something like a Super SF5, some new mechanic, a new V-skill with new supers, and stuff of that nature. And I don't mind E-Honda, Poison, or Lucia. I'll check them out and everything. You know, I'll stream it. Why not? But none of them are making me, oh wow, I need to get back into this game. None of them are screaming that at me. Street Fighter V, I don't know how to explain it. It's a tiring game. It's tired. The game is 3.5 years old now, and even with Arcade Edition last year, doesn't seem like it's really going anywhere. Be cool if we at least got a new story mode update. Who knows? Maybe Capcom will announce something else at the end of that. Maybe Street Fighter 6? Maybe a new fighting game IP? Could we hope for a new Darkstalkers? I don't know. Moving on from that, another game that dropped its, I guess, proverbial announcement ahead of time. Mortal Kombat, which is what we're in right now, if you couldn't tell. Nightwolf was recently revealed. Well, he's been announced a couple months ago, but I mean, he officially got his trailer, and gotta be honest, he looks like he's gonna be a lot of fun. He comes out August 13th for us, pass holders, and then August 20th for everyone else who decided not to waste their money like the rest of us did. Either way, yeah. I am hoping that at EVO, since they did announce him today, that maybe they'll show off the Spawn trailer, and Spawn better be voiced by Keith David or I'm going to be disappointed. No, but I'm really hyped for Spawn. Regardless though, Mortal Kombat, I think, did do a, had a cool trailer. Next, Soul Calibur. Okay. I don't think I'm the only one here who is wondering, where the hell is Cassandra or any other DLC? Amy was put out 4 months ago now, going on 4 months rather. And the last DLC was mid-May, which was an item pack. We haven't even gotten a trailer for Cassandra, and if they just come out at EVO during the finals tomorrow, well, here's Cassandra, she's out now, okay, we're done. That's gonna leave a lot of people kind of upset, I'd say. We already know Season 2 is data mined, so I'm assuming they're going to announce that as well. That is my prediction. We shall see. I'm also hoping that that rumor about them announcing more missions for Libra of Souls is true, because that'd be pretty cool. You know, like a sequel story for that. I'd actually pay for that. I know I care about story and fighting games. I am a plebeian. I got you. But regardless, yeah, Soul Calibur definitely needs more attention than it's getting. Speaking of Namco, let's move on to Dragon Ball FighterZ. I have a very arduous relationship with this game. It mirrors that of so many others. Loved it for the first 2 months, dropped it because I got sick of the damn Super Dash mechanic, as well as all the other frustrating mechanics. Regardless, though, I still think it's a fun game, and I'm waiting for something to draw me back into it. I'm fairly certain, like everyone, Janemba is going to get his trailer at EVO and probably be... He's available right now, because that seems to be the trend now at EVO games, or EVO announcements, rather. But, yeah. I'm hopeful to see who the 5th and 6th characters are. I know we got a trailer for Super Gogeta and Super Broly, but we never know. Those characters could be swapped out for someone else. And by the way, if Broly is not someone that we both know reprising his role, I am not interested in the character. Fight me. But regardless, we'll see what happens. I don't see Gogeta and Broly being released. They might get another teaser to show us their progress, maybe a super, and be like, coming fall 2019, or something. Either way, though, I don't think that's going to get me interested in the game again. I had a problem with clone characters in Season Pass 1 and with GT Goku. This is not the way to get me personally back in, and so many others I've talked to are also sick of the clone characters. And again, I'd buy Broly if it was a certain someone reprising his role, but I know that would not be the case. Okay, moving on from that. Okay. Tekken. I am not the biggest Tekken fan, and I know, shame on me. I don't mind Tekken. In fact, maybe I'll go back to it and play it some more sometime. I'm just not very good at Tekken. But trust me, I'm good at every other fighting game. No, but, Tekken is, I don't know how to explain it. Regardless of my sentiments on Tekken, I do think they're going to announce a Season Pass 3, maybe another guest character. We'll see what happens. I could easily see them also announcing Tekken Cross Street Fighter, which has been teased since January. I know they've been saying, oh, no, that won't be announced. But you never know. I could see a Tekken Tag 3 as well, because Tekken has this weird alternating effect. If you look back in the day, Tekken Tag 1, then Tekken 4, and then you had after Tekken 5 was Death by Degrees and Dark Resurrection, which I'd count that as a spin-off, Dark Resurrection, you know, the add-on for 5. Then after Tekken 6 was Tag 2, so I'd say after Tekken 7, the pattern holds up that it might be another spin-off, be it Tag 3 across Street Fighter. Again, not the biggest Tekken fan, I'd still check it out though. And please don't let anyone think that means I hate Tekken. I don't hate Tekken at all. I like it just fine, I'm just not as big into it as everyone else is. Also, I would prefer the game to have a full English dub, but that's a rant for another day. Next. Let's move on to SNK. Samurai Showdown just came out. I'm not expecting us to see much in the way of that. Maybe a trailer for its next DLC character, which I believe is coming out in August. Which, I don't know why I'm saying that. We are in August now. Today's the 1st. All time flies. But who knows? They might also show off a trailer for that Samurai Showdown Anniversary Collection, which I believe is set for the fall. And I'm really hyped for that. Again, I love when companies acknowledge the legacy that their franchises have held for long periods of time. Speaking of which, Namco, come on. Give us a Tekken collection or a SoulCal collection. That's tangent, again, for another day. We might also see more on King of Fighters. Maybe get a trailer for King of Fighters 15. There was also the fact that they said they wanted to do a Fatal Fury sequel, a spiritual successor to Garou Mao, which I, again, would definitely be fine with. So overall, SNK, I'm not expecting too much. Just another trailer for more Samurai Showdown goodness. Which isn't a bad thing, I guess. The game did just come out. Now, moving on to the topic that a lot of people know me personally, or who have been following my Twitch streams, know that I would love to see a bunch of things regarding this. Let's move on to the anime fighters, I guess. Dragon Ball Fighters is under that category, but I'm talking about the niche of the niche, where we weebs and nerds can get together and definitely celebrate. I guess first let's address the elephant in the room, BlazBlue Tag Battle. That BlazBlue, for those who don't know, is actually probably my favorite fighting game franchise, and I'm waiting for something to drag me back into Cross Tag Battle. They released the DLC pack back in May, but was a bit of a lukewarm reception. I saw some community members, like myself, a little disappointed, like, wait, this is it? You guys made us wait 9 months for this? Like, come on now. We were expecting new modes, new arcade arcade modes, story modes, etc. But we didn't get any of that. So I'm hoping we'll see something besides the Sixth Fate there, but I doubt it. I personally doubt it. They're going to come out, announce a new Persona, Under Night, and BlazBlue character, along with the Sixth Fate, which I am fairly certain is Senran Kagura. It would be nice to have an upset and they come out and announce someone like Saber from Fate's Stay Night. That'd be really cool. But I doubt it. I'd also like to see some more Ruby representation, because the fact that we only have Team Ruby is a little ridiculous. And while we're on the topic of characters I would love to see brought back in here, if we have to have another Persona, Under Night, or BlazBlue Legacy character, give us Junpei from Persona. What? You all know why I'm saying that. And if not, well then, you'll find out eventually. I'm sure. Speaking of BlazBlue though, I could also see them coming out and announcing a Tag Battle Extend, or even a Tag Battle 2 coming in 2020 or something, which I'm all for. Give us something. Give us a massive update to BB Tag. Overhaul everything. And Arc System. Please, I am begging you, add a simple invite system to your damn games. Enough with this lobby BS. That is the problem with Dragon Ball Fighters and BB Tag as a whole. I could also see them, though, announcing another BlazBlue game that's a follow-up to Central Fiction. Just the next chapter in that game series, even though I personally advise against that since Central Fiction wrapped up the main canon. But, I don't know. We'll see what they do. Just as long as it has an English dub this time. Speaking of Arc System, the next game, I've seen some people wonder if there's going to be news on. Kill la Kill If. Doubt it. Game is less than a week old at this point. There's not going to be anything there. Trust me on this. That'd be a little silly if they did that. It's too soon. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. I believe there is a Grand Blue Fest going on August 3rd, and that is when they are going to announce the release date for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Again, super hyped for the game. The only knowledge I have of Grand Blue Fantasy is I watched the anime adaptation, and that is it. I would love to get more in depth with that universe, because its characters and setting really do interest me. So, yeah. I did play the beta of the game, and it's really fun. Once the game is announced, I recommend checking it out. Especially if Arc System keeps up their trend of giving their games English dubs. I cannot harp on that enough, man. I know. Someone's gonna rant at me about that in the comments, I'm sure. Next from them, Guilty Gear. Last year, Daisuke Ishiwatari had come out and stated that they were working on a new Guilty Gear, and that was it. That we didn't see anything on it. Do I think it'll be announced at EVO? No, I don't. However, there is an Arc System event coming out on August 13th. I think we'll see news on Guilty Gear then. And again, I am really hyped. Guilty Gear is another series I absolutely love and highly recommend people check out, especially if you're into anime bullshit like I am. Moving on from that, Under Night and Birth. I am surprised, incredibly surprised, and excited to know that this game is on the main stage of EVO. And hopefully this is not its only appearance here. Are we going to see an announcement for it? I could say so, yeah. Under Night and Birth CLR, or Uniclear as the fans have dubbed it, I'm going to guess will be announced. It was leaked back in May, I believe, and since then, the company who makes Under Night French Bread, that's such a funny name, haven't stated anything on it, denying nor confirming it. I'm betting we're going to see it there. And I personally can't wait. And you all knew it was coming. It's the last time I'm going to bitch about it. But please, give it an English dub. These characters are dubbed in BB Tag. Let's not stop there. Let's make this game have as many language options as possible for everyone to enjoy it. Lastly, with companies related to Arc System, are we going to see a Persona 5 Arena? I want to, but I'm torn on this. I don't think we will, simply because there are too many Persona 5 projects in the works. We have Persona 5 Scramble, Persona 5 The Royal, and Catherine Full Body coming out, which features Joker from Persona 5 in it. Not to mention Joker just came out in Smash a couple of months ago. And slow down on Persona, please. I love the series to death, but it's overkill at this point. Now, that being said, if they announce Persona 5 Arena, yes, day one purchase, be hella hyped, but I don't think they should, personally. Lastly, I guess I should talk a little bit about Smash, even though I'm not really involved in that community very much. I do think they're going to unveil more characters there, probably show off more on Banjo, maybe give him an official release date this time instead of just fall. But you never know. Who knows, maybe they'll announce a Melee remaster. I've seen a lot of people say they'd still prefer to play that one on current gen. That'd be pretty cool. Alright. Now to close this off, I say we quickly run down the last few little wish list items I would love to see announced, even though I don't think they will be, because even if the games are not necessarily having tournaments based on them, I still see that they could be announced for any number of reasons. Firstly, regarding Dragon Ball FighterZ, wouldn't it be awesome if we got the same type of fighting game on Naruto? In fact, it makes more sense being as how Naruto's teams usually work in sets of 2 or 3. You know, Team 7. I guess you could say that 4 people, 3 students, and a sensei. But still, I feel like a team-based setting would work a lot better there. And I think Naruto deserves to have its shot at an incredibly good fighting game. So if we got a Naruto FighterZ or something, I'd be all for that. Speaking of which, Arcana Heart 4. Arcana Heart's an obscure fighting game series, but I still think it deserves a little more love than it gets. It's even featured in BB Tag now. If you haven't looked up Arcana Heart before, check it out. It's waifu, the fighting game. But in all seriousness, hopefully that will get an announcement of some kind. Even though it won't be on the main stage announcement, it'll be buried beneath everything else. Still be all for it. Lastly, Melty Blood. I say lastly before the one couple of big things left to cover. Melty Blood is another series that is the predecessor to Under Night and Birth, and I would love for that to get a PS4 or just main console release. The last release of it was on Steam 3 years ago, and since then we haven't heard anything. Now, moving on to the big rumored one. There are 2 big rumored ones here. First, Tifa being a guest character. I have seen rumors pointing that she's going to be a guest character in Tekken or a guest character in Dead or Alive 6. Wouldn't it be crazy if she was a guest character in both? I know that will not happen. I know it won't, but that would be amazing, and you all know it. I mean, think of it this way, though. How many fighting games has Terry Bogard been a guest character in? Be pretty interesting to see that happen, wouldn't it? Lastly, Marvel vs. Capcom 4. I could make a whole discussion vid on this alone, but I'm not going to. What more can be said other than what everyone has already said about it? Needing to come out, fix all the problems, have Ryu versus Wolverine in the opening trailer, etc., etc. I would be ecstatic at the prospect of a new Capcom vs. game. Capcom vs. SNK 3, MVC 4, hell, make it a three-way battle, MVC vs. That would be fucking awesome. I don't see that happening, though, because SNK has their hands full with all their other fighting games, KOF, they're still working on Sam's Show, there's that rumored Fatal Fury sequel. So, but Capcom's fighting game division, as stated before at the start of this can't be it for Street Fighter. And I don't just want, oh, Street Fighter 6, it's coming, to be the banner at the EVO event. I want an MVC 4. And guys, if you announce this, please give us a collection of the older MVC games. It's almost criminal, the fact that it's MVC 1 and 2 are some of the most popular, best-selling fighting games ever made, and yet there's no way to legally obtain them to this day. I mean, yeah, you can try scouring Amazon or eBay for used copies of it on the Dreamcast, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be paying a lot more than you would if the remasters were still available from last gen. Regardless, though, we'll see what happens at EVO. I'm sure some of us will walk away ecstatic, and that's fine. But I'm sure we're also going to walk away with our fair share of disappointments, too. But who knows? Maybe we'll be blown away. And maybe, EVO will once again prove why it's the best place for us fighting game fans. I'm Elvis X, and hope you'll enjoy. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what your predictions are for EVO, or what fighting games you want to see come back and that you're hyped for. And also, let me know if you want rival schools to come back. If you're a fan of that game from Capcom, you're a legend in my book. But in all seriousness, if you like this video, please give it a like, sub, and all that stuff. Especially with how screwed YouTube has been lately. I'm sure that's the only way that it'll help. And hey, if you hated this video, then share it with everyone you hate. Anyway, till next time, everyone. Thanks again for watching. Bye!